Hey, welcome to the Sigwell Technical Centre. Today we're going to show you the XF190. We've just unboxed it and we're going to talk about all the parts that come with the kit. So in the machine you've got a gas hose, a earth return lead, you've got a electrode holder and lead, you've got the machine with this dongle lead which sets up polarities, positive or negative. Got an instruction manual, we've got some accessories, a spare feed roller, a little spinner, a spare tip, and a yellow coloured inlet guide which is for welding of aluminium and soft alloys. It comes with a beautiful MIG gun as well, a regulator. The machine comes set up for 230, 240 volt household supply. The machine is very small compared to previous models from Sigwell. It's about 30% smaller. It's lighter, yet more powerful. 190 amps maximum output, a colour LED screen. When you get the machine, it actually has a fake screen on it, which is what's called a static sticker, and you can easily peel that off. Just comes off like that, which allows us then to actually see the real screen. I'll turn the machine on. It says g'day, the version, and there's the machine, and it's already in preset in MIG mode. It has standard MIG mode, also has Synergic MIG mode with plate thickness control, and it has DC TIG welding, lift TIG, and MMA stick welding. And we actually put a features list on the side of the panel of the machine, and again it's a static sticker which allows us to actually pull that off if you don't want it on there. It's got a beautiful extreme clarity 4.3 inch LED screen. Of course it's built and tested to the Australian standard. It's thermal overload protected, meaning that it's not going to burn your house down if something goes wrong. It's got a 2-roll, all-driven feed roll system, so that means it's got a drive roller down the bottom and it's got a cogged roller at the top, so it gives you very positive wire feed speed. It's got adjustable MIG burn back control, so that's wire back to your tip. You can decide on what length you want it from the end of the contact tip. It's got a wire inch button to get the wire off the roll of the spool through the MIG gun without wasting shielding gas. It's got a gas purge button for MIG as well, so to get the first amount of air out of the MIG gun when you first set up. It's got a side loader door, which is very handy. Makes it easier to get to the inner compartment. Obviously on the inside of the compartment there are setup guides for MIG, TIG, stick, there's spare parts listings, and there's basically a little mini picture of the control panel and what the things are on there. It's basically an operation guide. The actual MIG wire holder that holds the spool has got a feature built into it which stops it from despooling, and also if you were to pull the trigger and leave the trigger up against something with the machine on, after a number of seconds the machine notices it's not actually contacting for welding and stops the machine from shooting out wire. So you don't waste wire and you don't waste gas, and importantly it's safe. In stick mode this machine has VRD, which is voltage reduction device, built into the machine. Makes the machine very safe when you're stick welding with electrodes using the electrode holder. In stick mode also, it's got hot start and arc force and anti-stick characteristics. Hot start means that when you first touch the electrode to the metal, it gives it a boost to get the electrode going. Arc force means that if you push the electrode into the weld, it gives you a little bit more grunt to actually give you better penetration. And anti-stick means that if you get stuck in a corner and the machine stops, it doesn't just keep buzzing away and keep wanting to run the electrode, it actually cuts off. Makes it easier to break the arc. Additionally, this machine can be used for TIG. So it doesn't come with a TIG torch, that's an added extra, but you can use 2 types of TIG torches on this machine. You can use just a simple one that connects to the front and is lift arc, or scratch start and lift arc starting, or you can use a TIG torch with a dial control and hook it up to the connector here which allows you to have a remote control amperage whilst you're TIG welding. We talked about TIG torches you can add on, but you can also add on a spool gun. The spool gun takes a little mini spool of wire. It's really great for welding aluminium. That actually is an aluminium spool in there at the moment of wire. And that connects to the front of the machine into here, connects to that little connection point. And to make it run, you actually have to go inside the machine and click the button that says spool gun and local. Must have the button to the right one. And that's what I've done. Put the switch in the right location to spool gun. And if we're running a MIG gun out the front, then we change the switch back down to MIG local. Inside the machine, where the wire goes, is the wire drive mechanism. And this wire drive mechanism is well designed so you can have a pressure arm, depending on the type of wire that you set and use. By pulling it down, it lifts the top roller away, so you can easily get the wire through the inlet guide, over the top of the feed roll and into what's called the outlet guide, that one there. But as you'll notice, it's got a gearing on it, and it's got gears on the bottom. So when those two pull down, they mesh together, and you have very, very positive feed.